Hi guys, and welcome back to the Cassie Projects. In today's video we're going to be doing another episode of Create This Book, and I've got my two lovely little helpers today. So Lola, William, they are going to be taking part of Create This Book today, so I'm really excited about that. Let's get started. Okay, so what I have chosen is create a combo. So this says choose two of your favourite people, animals or objects and combine them. So of course, one of my favourite things in the world is gonks. Gonks are fabulous. They bring me much joy. I even have a shelf, two shelves dedicated to some of my wonderful gonks. And I wanted to combine that with sweet stuff. So desserts and yummy things and sweets and chocolate and yeah, all things that taste good. So I'm going to do a very Moriah Elizabeth style picture here, combining dessert with something, of course. I'm quite excited about this one. I'm not usually into drawing cartoony sort of things, but I'm really enjoying it lately, and I keep applying myself and keep surprising myself actually. Next page will be my pet page. So Lola and William, I'm going to draw you on my pet page. Yes, I am. I'm going to draw these two. I've got a lovely picture of them sat on a cushion together. I'm going to sketch that out. I think I'm just going to do a black and white sketch. I don't think I'm even going to try and do paint. I'm quite scared. I don't draw animals. So this book is just forcing me to do things that I'm not used to doing. It might not turn out very good, but here's the real things. These are really cute, and I'm sorry if I don't, do it very well. Lola, can you stop eating me? So finally, create quick sketches. So what I want to do here is draw lots of sketches. That's right, Lola. My plan is to draw loads of little portraits of people. What I really want to get good at is drawing people. Like, like I'm sat in a cafe with my sketchbook and I can just sketch out a moment. Like, oh, that's my dream to be able to do that. Because I'm such a perfectionist, I really struggle to do things quickly and, get that detail there and then and get the proportions right and so on. So I'm going to give this a go. Let's create this book. Thank you. Puppies on my lap. Are you cleaning, William? As requested, here is some footage of my lovely new puppy and William, my darling doggy. So enjoy. This is how I sit and do my art. So let's get started with create a combo. Here is my little plan in my bullet journal. Yes, still using it. Very proud of myself. We've got my gonk, and he is part donut. We've got mountains, which will have chocolate on them, and then loads of sweets down the bottom. So that's what I'm going to go for. I'm creating my round shape for my donut, and then I'm sketching out exactly how I want it to be. I go over that with my uni pin fine liners to create all the details and go over the pencil marks. Then I'm going to be getting out my watercolour paints and, yeah, bring some colour into this. Okay, so I also wanted to mention in this video, thank you so much for subscribing. I got to 500 subscribers and I'm so happy about it. And I just wanted to thank everyone for subscribing to my channel. I put a lot of work into my videos each week, and it's really nice to see those numbers grow and to see that people are enjoying my channel. So thank you so much. So I decided to go for a candy floss style tree. So I'm adding lots of pink in there, colouring in my sprinkles, of course. This is especially for Moriah. And then I decided, me and my mum are having a little discussion of what we could do with the mountains. See, I had the chocolate on top and then I didn't know what to do with the the base of the mountain, and she was like, why don't you make it into a knicker block of glory? And I was like, yes, I love that. So we've got some strawberry ice cream, some vanilla ice cream, got the layer of chocolate, and then at the top we've got some cherries, and one of them's got a little wafer. So that just made it a little bit more interesting, and of course a bit of raspberry ripple sauce running through the ice cream to make it look extra delicious. So yeah, I want to eat these mountains. I think they look really cool. Okay, so finally onto the path. I decided to do that like a chocolate path, and then I've got loads of sweets running all along it. Now this was really hard actually. I found that quite difficult. I used my gouache paint to add the colour to that, and I'm doing this quite messily because after I've got all the colour in, I'm using my acrylic paint pens to outline it all to make it look a lot neater, which I think worked really well. Because that was a bit more bold, I wanted to add a bit more of that to the donut and the tree to make it all tie together. And then I'm going in with my Mod Podge matte decoupage glue just to seal it all in, and there you go. There is my Gonk donut. I've just tried to do the quick sketches. It was so bad. I can't put that in my book. Thankfully I practiced on another piece of paper. I can't even show you because they're just so bad. So let's scrap that page. We're not going to do that page today until I get a bit better at it, because it's just... So I've been having a little flip through my book and I found this page. Create an array of media. It says draw one object over and over and over again using a different medium each time. You can do one drawing with pencil, one with marker, one with paint, and so on. So instead of faces, I thought with this I could just do an eye or something, so it's still kind of in the theme of what I was doing before. I'm just going to draw an eye, I'm going to do it in ink, do it in paint, and so on, and practice the eyes first, because I don't think I've got the skills to do the whole face yet. And I might even add, I've just got the giggles now because it was just so bad. I might even try to do, because it says on the bottom of it, if you're feeling extra adventurous, try using unconventional media like ketchup, chocolate, mud, or anything you can think of. So I might do a coffee one, because I've seen a lot of people doing like these lovely little sepia pictures using coffee as their medium. So I think I might try that. So I'm going to do that now. I'm sorry. Sorry, everyone. So yeah, let's do create an array of media. First, I'm going in with pencil because that's where I have the most confidence. I'm using my Derwent pencils, and of course I use my Tombow eraser to really get in there with my details. That one. Can we do this again in a different form? For example, ink. Okay, so putting away the pencils, I'm now getting out my pens. I've recently organised all my pens and it's making me very happy. I can access them more easier and I'm enjoying that. Someone suggested that I should do a video on organising their art area. So if that sounds like something you would like to see, comment below and maybe I will do that. This one I am using ink. I think it went really well. I was a little bit nervous because you can't rub out ink, so it always makes me a bit nervous, but it turned out how I wanted it to be. Then the third eye, I wanted to do ink and watercolour, but I wanted this to be a bit more of a realistic watercolour, not as loose as I'd usually do it, and it turned out really well. I was really pleased with it, and I feel like I'm getting much better with my watercolours now. With the fourth one, I wanted to do a loose kind of watercolour, really concentrate on the freckles surrounding the eye. Not going too detailed with this one, and I really like it actually. I think it would look really nice in an illustration. One, I'm going in with pencil, and then I'm going to be using my pencil crayons. Now, I don't often use pencil crayons, but this page is all about trying out different media, and I really enjoyed using it actually. I didn't think I would, and this is one of my favourite eyes. As I did mention at the beginning, I wanted to do a coffee painting. I get out some coffee. Now I probably should have filtered this because it was a bit grainy, but when it dried it was fine. I could just brush off the little bits of coffee, so that was fine, but it was a little bit annoying to work with. But surprisingly, it was just like using watercolour, but obviously only in one colour, and I think it worked out really quite nicely. And then finally, just to make this spread all come together, I went on Wikipedia and looked at exactly how they described an eye, and I wrote that down in my book just to make it look, I don't know, cool. I'm really pleased with the whole piece, and I think it turned out well. Finally, create a page for a pet. It's not just one pet, it's two of my pets. My darling little doggies that I showed you at the beginning of the video. First up, let's do Lola. This is like one of the first time drawing dogs. I don't often draw animals, so I was quite scared to do this. But I think it worked quite well. Lola doesn't really look like Lola, but she does look like a cavalier. But William, however, I feel like I've managed to really get his character, and I'm really pleased with that. And I feel like the fur looks like fur. I think it all came together, and I'm really pleased with my first sketch of doggies. So here are my 3 pages for this episode of Create This Book. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you're creative, feel free to head on over to my Facebook page. It's called Cassie's Creativity Club, and basically we share our artwork, we inspire each other and encourage each other. So it's a great place to be. I love to share your artwork. This is by Crystal Landels, and she used fabric paint to make this adorable little corgi, and I think it's absolutely brilliant. I really like it, and it's inspired me to maybe get some fabric paint and have a little go myself. Random comment of the week is from Daisy D. Vries. She said, "Wow, just wow. Can't find other words. The drawings with your paintings is fabulous." That is the loveliest comment ever. Thank you so much. I'm blushing. It's just so lovely. Thank you. Thank you so much. So if you haven't already, feel free to subscribe to my channel. I'd love to hear your ideas on anything that you would like me to do. And I'll see you next week. Bye.